Part of the average warm-up in the gym is the hip extension. So what you commonly see as part of the warm-up for the glutes is hip extension, and that's normally done prior to leg workouts, okay? Get the glutes fired up. The second stage of that, you'll see, is the single leg hip extension or single leg bridge. Again, looking for a lot of glute activation. What I commonly see is a lot of hamstring recruitment and very minimal activation through the glute. To me, I also like to load many of my warm-ups. A lot of people do the lateral band walks, so you'll see commonly bands around the knee and laterally firing up the hip abductors. For me, especially doing squats and split squats, I like to really warm up the glute in terms of hip extension. So Dan's now going to show you the advancement that I like to use. So he puts himself in a prone position, band around his heel, perfectly positioned in a neutral spine, making sure there's no movement laterally, and keeping the toe towards himself, driving through the glute, extending the hip out, bringing the knee all the way in, extending through the glute, all the way out. I like to do this for about 10 to 12 reps, about 3 sets, just to really fire up the glutes. And how he can advance this is by moving his hand or the band slightly further away from himself to make the band a little bit more tight. And again, keep him moving through the glute. And make sure you get a big bird. Make sure they're really fired up. And use this in line with a lot of the lateral band walk exercises you may have seen. And use this again as an advancement to some of the bodyweight bridges that you've seen previously.